In today's fast-paced world, where cultures and traditions are evolving, the concept of recognition holds great significance. However, when it comes to nations or tribes, it is vital to understand that recognition does not equate to authorization or legitimacy. We will delve into the differences between recognized and unrecognized nations, also referred to as tribes, shedding light on the implications of each status. Recognized nations, a pathway to financial assistance. When we talk about federal recognized nations or tribes, it implies that these groups have obtained acknowledgement from the federal government and are eligible for financial assistance. This recognition grants them access to various resources, support, and services offered by the federal government. It is primarily aimed at assisting these nations in preserving their cultural heritage, enhancing education, healthcare, housing, and economic development within their communities. The recognition of a nation by the federal government is a lengthy and complex process. It involves extensive documentation, historical evidence, and legal procedures to establish the authenticity and ancestral connection of the group seeking recognition. Once recognized, these nations become part of a government-to-government relationship with the federal authorities, and they can participate in federal programs and receive direct financial aid aimed at improving their overall well-being. Unrecognized nations, sovereignty and self-sustainability. On the other hand, there are autonomous nations or tribes that exercise their sovereignty and govern themselves without relying on financial aid from the federal government. These unrecognized nations are self-sustaining communities, where the responsibility lies with the people within the nation to sustain their tribal affairs. They have their own systems of governance, cultural practices, and ways of maintaining their heritage. While unrecognized nations may not benefit from the financial assistance provided by the federal government, they strive to maintain their independence and self-reliance. They often form alliances and partnerships with other indigenous communities or organizations to strengthen their voice and work towards common goals, such as cultural preservation, land rights, and self-determination. The significance of recognition, whether federal, within other indigenous communities, or states, recognition holds immense value for nations. It validates their existence, heritage, and cultural identity. It serves as a means of preserving traditions, protecting ancestral lands, and ensuring the well-being of their communities. The recognition of a nation or tribe is not just a bureaucratic process. It symbolizes a commitment towards acknowledging and respecting the rights of indigenous peoples. In conclusion, the distinction between recognized and unrecognized nations lies in their access to financial assistance from the federal government. While recognized nations benefit from various resources and support, unrecognized nations prioritize self-sustainability and sovereignty. Regardless of their recognition status, both types of indigenous communities play a vital role in preserving cultural diversity and enriching our collective heritage. By understanding and appreciating these differences, we can promote inclusivity, respect, and support for all nations, ensuring a brighter future for generations to come.